The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ.
I got him!
So don't get cocky.
This is about what's going to happen.
Welcome to DeaconLive. DeaconLive.
Live.
Welcome back, guys. On today's show, can Girl Scout cookies kill you? And people are fighting over the new ingredients they're putting in eggs. And a man robs a Walmart by only wearing a ring. And why two men are hiding in carpet rolls. All this and much more will be discussed here on Deacon Live. And for the next 60 minutes or so, we'll get you caught up to date on social news stories and viral videos that you might have missed over the last several days. Or we'll be talking about it here in the upcoming few. How are you? How are things going? Are you doing all right? Are you getting along with everyone? That's all I care about. Make sure that we're all getting along with everyone and we're all being happy and being nice to each other. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people aren't happy right now. Because every country right now is giving everyone a tariff. You'll get a tariff, and you've got, oh, you want to tariff me? I'll tariff you right back and forth, and China tariffs us, and we're tariffs, putting taxes and blah, 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 all this other stuff. And so it's just a mess out there right now. But at least something's getting done. Get it going in the right direction. Even if it's wrong, just make a decision, do it, and then let's fix it later on. You know what I mean? Let's get it to see if it works, and then we can kind of fine-tune in, kind of close in on it a little bit. And that's what Trump is doing right now. Now, basically, this show, we don't get into a lot of politics, a lot of religion or anything. We just try to get you up to date on the news stories that you might have missed or is coming up that you might be talking about here shortly. And the reason why I bring up the tariffs is not because of Trump. It's not because we're taxing everyone. It's what's happening to us individually right now. And when I say us, everyone who buys all those packages from Temu and what's the other, Shein or something like that, they are now proposed that they're going to start taxing them as well. So your USPS and everyone taxing those items, and you're like going, well, hold on a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they tax on it? I've never had a tax on it before. But right now, there's a rule out there that's called the de minimis rule, and it's a loophole for that exempts any packages below $800 from being subject to a tariff. Imports from China and other countries outside the United States. This means that a package from China are now all subjected to U.S. duties, not just the 10% that just recently passed. And so everything got stopped at the border. They were turning away trucks at the Canadian border because it had Chinese merchandise in it. Now, the U.S. Postal Service has kind of said, well, hold on. You thought we weren't making any money before, because they technically at one point were the only government branch that was making money was the U.S. Postal Service. And you're like going, well, now we don't have basically a job because we're not delivering these packages as much as we hate delivering all these packages from China. They said, well, hold on a minute there, sir. Let's figure out a way around this. So they temporarily lifted the ban on the packages coming in from China that only USPS is distributing. And don't forget, for every podcast we do, we have a matching video over on YouTube as well. The Deacon Live podcast, you can catch us out over there. The full-length video, the full-length podcast is available over there as well. And if we show videos here on the show, it just gives you another media platform to enjoy them alongside of us as we discuss them in real time here on the air. So this is from ABC 7. This is new as of this morning, Wednesday morning, and we broadcast every Wednesday at what time do we broadcast? We broadcast every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, a little town we like to call Marshville. So for more on what the USPS, the United Postal Service, is doing, let's check this video out. I'm going to switch over to camera 4 so we can see this and we can all be friends. Here we go.
The U.S. Postal Service is temporarily suspending the acceptance of the packages from China and Hong Kong. Now, this does not include letters or flat mail. USPS has not said why this temporary suspension has been put in place, but it comes as President Trump's tariffs on China have kicked in.
So that's where it started the whole mess. What's happening now is that let me just go back to me now. The USPS would require some sort on how to execute the new taxes before allowing Chinese packages to arrive in the U.S. again. Chelsea Tam, Senior Equality. Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, it's starting already. I haven't had a single thing to touch yet. Equity equity analysis at Morningstar. She notes that it will take some time to get something set up as the United States receives 4 million de minimis packages per day, meaning it doesn't reach that $800 threshold. A brief suspension sparked confusion amongst agent-based platforms, some of which took to social media to reassure users that the shipments would still continue. According to the Congressional Research Service, the number of packages that took the de minimis exemption surge from about 153 million in 2015 to over a billion in 2023. So you can see they're getting more packages through because they're like going, well, shoot, we don't have to pay tariffs or taxes on anything below $800. Let's start shipping it over there. The de minimis has come under increasing government scrutiny over the years. The United States politicians argue the exemption allows Chinese goods to invade U.S. tariffs and evade U.S. tariffs, limiting their effect and denying tax revenue that helps, our country survive and all that other stuff. So that's what's going on right now. They actually reversed the decision. As of this morning, they've reversed the decision. Well, I say reverse the decision. They're just going to say, we have to figure something out. Let's go ahead and let this cluster come through, and then we'll have to get with the man in charge and figure out exactly how we're supposed to handle all this new stuff now that you've taken it all away. So that's what's on everyone's plate right now. So hopefully they'll figure this out soon. I haven't bought much from Temu since I think the dawn of Temu when it came out, but there are some stuff I buy from Amazon. And who's to say that a lot of that stuff comes from China? Maybe they got it underneath, quote unquote, the border before the whole the tax thing here. So we already have warehouses full of Chinese stuff. They're just sitting, they already made it through the scrutiny and everything. And so they don't have to worry about it. It's the new stuff coming in. So it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. When we come back, this lady is pregnant. She's 12 weeks pregnant. Didn't realize she was 12 weeks pregnant. And you're like, oh my God, that's incredible. How can you not know that you're 12 weeks pregnant? That's not the weird part. It's her age. And we'll dive into that story when we come back. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Well, it's one for the money, two for the show. Hardy ding 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 birdie doo and do. Step on my terrorist, Trump. I'm trying to get my brand new shoes in the back of my trunk. Where are we going? Welcome back to Deacon Live. We'd love to hear from you, and the way you can do that, and you can be part of the show, you can be podcast famous, is go over to Prophet Radio, PROPHET radio.com. At the top of the page says, be heard. Leave a message for Deacon Live, and what it does is you click on that little microphone, speak right into it. You can be anonymous if you want. Comes right to our inbox, and we'll play it on the very next podcast. If you get in soon enough, we'll play it on this podcast as well. So get those messages in. It comes right to our inbox, and your voice will be heard right along us inside the studio. That's Be Podcast Famous. Go to Prophet Radio and click on Be Heard. Now, as you guys know, I love Walmart. And I say I love Walmart. People go like, I fucking hate Walmart. Well, you know what? I love Walmart because, one, I know I'm getting, for the most part, the lowest price I can possibly get in my area. Now, there might be other places in your area where you can get lower stuff like Aldi's and stuff. I don't want to go there. I want to get my tires and a bag of chips in the same place. I want to get a vacuum cleaner and a half a thing of ice cream all in the same place. I want to get one-stop shopping. I'm good. I don't have to run around town. I don't have to go all over the place. It's great. And then they started doing the self-checkout, and everyone's like, fuck it, self-checkout, I hate self-checkout. And then a lot of people go, ooh, I love self-checkout, because now they're trusting me to ring up my stuff. And people are getting caught. You see their cameras on everything, and people are getting caught left and right. Well, this gentleman right here is now going to be eating county soup for dinner. A man uses a ringed barcode ring. Uses a rigged barcode ring to rob a Walmart several times, police say. So let's get into what's actually happening here. Dylan Rockwell, 32, was arrested in Caldwell Police on February 3rd following reports of burglary in progress at a nearby Walmart store the day before. According to the statement from the Caldwell Police Department posted on its Instagram page, Caldwell Caldwell was tracked down at his home. See, they've got it all backwards. They got Rockwell and Caldwell, and now they flip-flop the names. Way to proofread your stories there, lawandcrime.com. So Rockwell, go ahead and scratch that out, was tracked down at his home where he reportedly admitting a ring with a barcode on it specifically for tomato soup, which he wore on his ring finger when he scans large item. In this case, allegedly like a $300 grill. The alleged thief, no, he's a thief. There's no allegedly. He did it. Was first reported at 6 p.m. on February 2nd, police said. Going by the description of Rockwell's vehicle and where it was seen headed, police followed him to his home and found him. Then the alleged stolen grill was there as well. He was detained without incident, and the grill was recovered. Yay, we got our grill back, our $300 Walmart fucking grill. We can all celebrate. The lights can stay on. Rockwell told the police that he had committed several thefts from Walmart over a period of time. It was not immediately clear how many times he had used the barcode fitted ring, but he allegedly used it on a previous occasion to commit other alleged thefts. Rockwell would wear the ring, which would scan at the register, showing up on the receipt as tomato soup instead of the item he was allegedly stealing. A can of Campbell's Walmart soup, a can of Campbell's tomato soup was advertised at a price at $1.26 on the Walmart website at the time this article was written. Well, thank you for letting us know that. Continue to proofread your stuff. The Caldwell chief at Police Rex Ingram said in a statement, "Sorry, Mr. Rockwell, your tactics didn't work this time, but we appreciate your creativity. We know that times are tough, and your ingenuity, your brain, and all this got you in some kind of county soup for dinner from now on out." His bond has been held for $25,000. So imagine that. You know, your people go and they rip off a barcode and they'll tape it to the bottom of the box, and then they get away with it. Well, they don't get away with it. They're like, hey, you tape this on the bottom of the box. This guy has a ring, like let's say a class ring. Everyone knows what a class ring looks like. And it's got a barcode on the ring. So as you're dragging this grill, hold on a sec. I'm speaking through this, and I'm calling bullshit. First of all, I'm not dragging a $300 grill across the register. What do you do at self-checkout if you've got a grill, $300 grill? What is that? 2-burner, 3-burner? All my macho guys out there, what is that? It's sitting on a flatbed cart, right? You get the gun. Yeah, you get the scanner gun, and you scan the barcode. Now, I could understand if he was getting something, let's say, what's expensive that you can get off the shelf? Let's say like baby diapers or something like that. And you take this baby diapers and run the barcode over it, and your hand is covering up the actual barcode, but your ring is face down through the scanner. That would make more sense. So did he take this fucking grill and he's freaking manhandling? I saw the guy's picture. He's only like 5'2", and he's manhandling this grill and trying to slide this grill across the... That doesn't make sense. You're an idiot. You're an idiot for trying to steal the grill, and kind of smart for doing the barcode on the ring finger. You just got to pick your brands. You got to pick what you're going to steal. Something that's more believable. What do you think? Let us know. Now, this woman right here, her and her family are amazed. I am proud of her, but that proud can go away real quickly as I get into the story. So here's what's happening. An Atlanta woman was taken the internet by storm after a now viral video captured the shocking moment the doctor told her she was 12 weeks pregnant. And has left the social media buzzing with disbelief and intrigue at the same time. The viral clip was recorded when the woman's great-granddaughter, Maya, shows the elderly woman, who's 76 years old, in a hospital bed where she had been admitted for feeling dizzy and symptoms her family initially believed was linked to her blood sugar levels. Instead, the doctor delivered an unexpected diagnosis. In the video, which has racked up over 40 million views in just 4 days, quickly spread across platforms, stunning viewers and questioning the legitimacy of this claim. The doctor seen in the footage has even asked the grandmother if she has been sexually active recently, to which she humorously responded, "No." The follow-up video posted by Maya offered some clarification explaining that her great-grandmother had been asked to provide a urinary sample for a routine medical test. The unexpected results sparked a viral moment depicting lingering skepticism about the validation of the pregnancy. The family is leaning into the excitement. So where is the video? Here's the video. So I'm going to switch the camera forward and we can all see this in real time. This is the doctor coming in telling her that, hey, that you are pregnant and get ready for a baby shower. So here we go.
What?
You can't, they put a goddamn music bed underneath this and you can't hear what she's saying. Hold on. She closes the door and goes, hold on.
What?
She goes, the test came back, you are definitely pregnant. And the woman goes, what?
What? What?
I can't hear it over the goddamn music. Jesus Christ. If you want your thing to go viral, get that goddamn song off of it. So, added to the speculations, Maya revealed that, and let me just go back to me now. Another post that the family is planning a baby shower, stating that her great-grandmother wants to have the baby and keep it, though they initially weren't sure who would raise the child. Well, I mean, isn't that reverse for a family like this when you have great-granddaughters and grandmothers and stuff like that? They normally, the grandmother will take over because the girl was too young to have it. Well, here's the opposite spectrum of that. This woman's too old to have the child, and so the youngest daughter is going to have to raise this child. Now, here's another thing that I was thinking about when I was going over this story and getting things ready for the show. She's 76 years old. If this baby comes into term, do you think there's going to be any difficulties on that? And the reason why I bring this up is because now, you want to point fingers all, that you get into social media and you get into social classes and stuff like that as far as pro-life or abortion, pro-life or pro-choice. So, and they're all pointing to, pro-life wants this side. I'm not going to, you guys know where you stand on abortion. What you're either against it or you're for it. And the reason for your reasons are your reasons for your reason. Here is a 76-year-old woman who had gotten pregnant, fell asleep at the nursing home, and Shecky came over and said, hey, Grandma, we're getting it on. And she ended up pregnant. And is it fair to the baby if it's going to be, I pray to God. First thing I said during the show, no religion, no politics, and I'm already praying to God halfway through the show. That the child comes out perfectly fine. Brand new bouncing baby, whatever it is. But do you think it's fair to the child if the child is going to go through complications to where it could, cause the mother, that 76-year-old, to have complications in her life and her pregnancy? She's 76 years old. Her body itself probably can't adjust to feeding another baby inside of it. So I just wanted to hear what you think about that. It's just something I was like, okay, where do the abortion people and the pro-life people, where would they stand on this situation? I'm not going to tell you where I stand because you guys don't care what I care, what I think. But I want to hear what you have to say on that. How do you feel? Where do you stand on should she keep the baby or should she let it go? And the way you can do that is go to Prophet Radio. At the top of the page says be heard. When we come back, Girl Scout cookies are going to kill you. And not for the reason you think. It's for what's inside of them that doctors have found out. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. You want something for free? Well, we'll give it to you. What you got to do to get it, though, is go over to prophetradio.com. At the top of the page says free swag. There's a little drop-down menu. You can see all the other fine programming that comes out of this studio, all the other podcasts that are broadcast out of this location. Pick yourself out some kind of prize pack over there. They got stickers, magnets. I think there's a couple free headphone, little earbuds or something over there. You can check those out as well. Get those, and we'll send them out to you. Can't send them overseas. Sorry, China people. Can't send our stuff overseas. They'll put a $50 tax on a free item that I'm going to send you. And that's another thing. Think about that. Think about all that crap that's coming over for free with the barcodes and stuff on it. That's going to stop real quick now. But if you like something for free and you live here in the United States, they'll send it out to you usually within 48 hours. Just put your name and address out there. Pick out what you want, and they'll send it out to you. Just their way of saying thank you for supporting all the fine programming that comes out of the studio. Now, we've all done this in some shape, form, or fashion where you get homework and you're like, oh, my dog ate the homework. Where's your homework? Oh, my house caught on fire. Just lies and excuses and stuff like that. But this girl right here, this young lady, The little girl calls a demolition crew to wreck the whole entire school over extra homework that the teacher gave her, and we just can't stop laughing about this historical event. A clever schoolgirl, calls a demolition expert, hilariously requesting her school be torn down. What's happening next will make you leave, laugh, and live, and do all that stuff out loud. So often we encounter children who never stop complaining about their schoolwork, particularly their teachers. They even come up with little crafty excuses to avoid They even come up with little crafty excuses to avoid attending what they describe boring places of learning. So this isn't fiction. This call was recorded and later shared on a popular prank compilation page, Tick Thomas. And it's a schoolgirl from Ireland who was upset about the educators that she wanted to have them blown up in a demolition too. A widely shared hilarious video shows the top boss at the service navigating through the bizarre request, entertaining their entire crew to the core. The Dublin-based schoolgirl's call was answered by a busy junior operative who initially seemed dismissive of taking this any forward. When the operator asked the young girl the reason for her rage, she responded from the other end was hilariously unexpected. "Do you use a big wrecking ball, or how would you knock it down?" the girl asked, leaving the operator in stitches. "A big ball," she replied, before handing the phone over to the superior and introducing herself as Becky. The girl immediately came up with an intriguing proposal for the demolition man. The top boss was given two options by the young girl to choose from: either blow it up or knock it down. So let's see if we can find this video and play it. Here's his TC Thomas. Okay, so this is his page. Where's the video? I want to see the video. It's got to be the one. Let's see. Is it? This is what you do when you're the only one in the studio. You've got to figure out.
Hi, is that the demolition place?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so here it is. Is this the demolition place? So here we go. Switch over to camera 4 so we can see this in real time. So here we go.
It is, yeah.
Could you help me to destroy my school, please?
Just bear with me a second. Hello?
Hi,
What school do you go to?
I go to a school in Dublin.
And you want it demolished?
Yeah. Do you use a big wrecking ball, or how do you knock it down?
How do you knock it
A
down?
big ball.
Right.
Well, hold on 1 wee second, please.
So she goes, there you go.
Sorry, my name's Becky.
Yes,
I have a proposal for you.
go ahead.
Are you the demolition man?
Yes.
You're the top boss, yeah?
Top boss.
What's the crack? Hello?
I want you to help me destroy my school.
You want it blown up?
Can you blow it up or knock it down?
Whatever you want done.
I'll blow it up, that would be better. Can you make sure that all my teachers are in there when you knock it down?
I don't know if I get away with that now.
No, you're not going to get away with that. No. So I know it's a kid. Making a call. Her mind is not right. She doesn't understand this. This is not what you do. But if you want to get right down to it, we're the people that are going to say, this is an act of terrorism. This is an act of mass casualties if you want to blow up a school with all the teachers and stuff in it. I wonder what's going to happen to the girl. It doesn't say in the article what happened to her. I guess they kind of shook it off as, kids being kids. But what if Becky was older? What if she was a little bit older? I'd like to break down this school, please. So there she goes. Little Becky got too much homework and wants to knock the school down. Now, this other little Becky over here, it's not Becky. I don't know what her name is. What is this? I don't care about the customer reward program. How the hell did I get on this? All right, well, hold on. Let's go back to here. Now, it's that time of year again. You've been going to your local Walmart and shopping centers, and those little I want to take a wrecking ball and knock them down. You want to buy some Girl Scout cookies? Sir, you want to buy a Girl Scout cookie? Now, the program itself has been around for God knows how many years, and it does teach good things. It does teach children how to talk to adults and how to interact with adults and older people, and you've got a product and you're selling it, and they're going to ask you questions and stuff, and then people live and die by the whole I need my Girl Scout cookies, and I need my Thin Mints, I need my, what's the other one, Crusty Crustaceans. I don't know. I've never eaten a Girl Scout cookie in my life. I know, believe it or not. But right now there's a toxic substance linked to autism and cancer that are present in dangerous levels in the Girl Scout cookies right now. Every sample of cookie is tested every sample of the cookie tested contained a sample of glyphosate, which is the active ingredient in weed killer or Roundup, and heavy metals such as lead and arsenic have been found in these cookies. Researchers have shown that exposure to this herbicide during pregnancy and lactation may increase the risk of autism in children, while metals have been linked to a range of health problems, including cancers. Researchers tested cookies for the presence of five metals that can be dangerous to the human health: aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury. Approximately 88% of the samples contained all five. Nearly 8 in 10 tested contain positive levels of cadmium that exceeds the limits tested by the Environmental Protection Agency, while 96% of them were positive for lead. So be careful out there. And the reason why I bring this up, Girl Scout cookies and all that stuff. I don't know if you have noticed this, but the rate of autism, and I'm not blaming Girl Scout cookies, but the rate of autism in the last 20 years has risen significantly. There's on a news story that goes by where, careful, my kid is on the spectrum. My kid's on the spectrum. Every other story that there's some kind of kid on the spectrum. Now, I'm not saying that the parents and Girl Scout cookies are involved or some way linked together, but there's got to be some kind of coincidence that these cookies that are so popular, that have been sold all over the United States this time of year, and people buy them by boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and dozens, and they freeze them and they eat them. And how many of these women who have been pregnant, crave, oh my God, Girl Scout cookies. When I was pregnant, it was pickles and Girl Scout cookies, and then all of a sudden their kid comes out and he's a little weird. Little Timmy's got a little extra rainbow in his step, something like that. I'm not blaming the Girl Scout cookies, but there has got to be some kind of correlation of this cookie leading to, the amount of autism and not cancer for the most part. Everything gives you cancer. So you got to scratch that one out. But just kind of the two working together or in tandem with each other is, I think, not the only reason why we have so much autism. But it could be. I'm not saying it, but I'm just throwing it out there. When we come back, we talked several months ago. I almost said weeks, but several months ago, about a guy who spent $15,000 to dress up and turn himself into a not a Labrador, or what is that? A Shetland? Not a Shetland pony. What was Lassie? One of those dogs. And now he's turned it into a business. And I'll dive into what his business is when we come back. So stick around. You're listening to DeaconLive right here on Proper Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to DeaconLive. Don't forget, all the musical artists that you hear during the break are independent artists, and they are trying to get their music out to you guys, my people, my peoples. Get their music out to a broader audience, and the way they've done it is they've come through DeaconLive, and they say, hey, can you promote our music on your show? Sure, no problem at all. We'd love to. And so now I'm asking you to take some time, and if you hear a song that you like, go over there, subscribe to their Spotify channel, their YouTube channel, go to their website, download their music and stuff, show them some support, as well as the Deacon Live show as well. Now, if you don't like them, by all means, you don't have to tell them, or if you want to put like a little thing on their YouTube channel saying, I don't like this song, this one's not very good, or you can be positive. Let's be positive for a little bit, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, all the music artists that you hear, they support us, and we'd love for you to support them as well. Now, several months ago, it might have been even a year, it might have been even during the pandemic, who's to say, but I do remember this story for the most part. Do you remember Toko, the collie, the border collie guy? Well, he's back in the news again A man who forked out 12,000 pounds to become a border collie has made a huge announcement to others who want to follow in his footsteps. Toko, T-O-C-O, the collie, has become a huge star, and now others are able to live just like him. The man who wears the ultra-realistic dog suit he forked over thousands of dollars for, wearing it every day, has now opened up his own zoo where other humans can become animals as well. Toko boasts 72,000 subscriptions on YouTube, where his fans watch him do tricks for treats, enjoy walks, and interacting with other dogs, smelling their buttholes for the most part. But now he's taken it a step further. The new specialized zoo titled Toko Toko Zoo, T-O-K-O Zoo, allows everyone to live out their desire to become a pooch and aims to make people's, quote, dreams come true. Having achieved his lifelong ambition of becoming his favorite canine, Toko now wants to help others have the same opportunity. His new zoo, quote-unquote zoo, gives customers the chance to wear one of the hyper-realistic dog suits and live just like him in playing doggy cosplay sessions. Details of the man's latest adventure have emerged in a new zoo's website, which reads, "Have you ever wanted to be an animal? Have you ever imagined yourself as something other than yourself and it felt exciting? We offer that service that can help you make a wish come true, even if it's only a little one, by having you wear a costume." Despite the excitement, there are some caveats. The only costume option Toko currently has is the Alaskan Malamute. I think that's how you say it. A large breed of dog similar to a husky. The website gives overview of the costume's measurements and availability. It also advises customers to reserve the animal's outfit of a choice of 30 days prior to the scheduled business hours, with details of location only provided once the reservation has been made. So for those of you who would like to do this and you wonder how much it is, it doesn't come cheap. It costs about 256 pounds to spend 180 minutes as the pooch. Now, this is all in yen because he's over there in Hong Kong and stuff, in China. And let's see, it's 188 pounds for 120 minutes. And if you like to bring a friend along, it's only 30,000 yen per person, or 156,000. So you get a deal if you bring a buddy. Included in the package is an explanation of the costume with a rundown of how the participants would like to do as the animal. You change into the costume before having a custom fit, and then it's showtime. For those who meet the special body type measurements, there are limited trial plans where 2 sessions to become an animal are included for only another 25,000 yen, and so on and so forth. So he's based in Tokyo, Japan. I told you. I said China, but Japan. Dirty knees, look at these. So if you want to be a dog and you want to spend a little bit of money, you got a little extra scratch laying around, get it scratched laying around, you can go over to Japan and you can be in Toko Zoo. Now, this is a story I did not know was going on, but it's New York, so anything's possible, right? And the article starts out by saying 2 men have spent decades lying in New York City streets. All right. Seems pretty normal, right, for New York? And it continues by saying, and waiting for people to step on them. All right. That gets a little weirder. And now they're in a bitter feud. The 2 men are? I guess there's no way this has been going on for decades. At night, millions of people roam the streets of the New York City searching for entertainment, adventure, and maybe a free drink. Somewhere within that same city, there are 2 guys wrapped in carpet, lying on the ground, tightly in the carpet, hoping that someone will step on them. Okay, this is really, really weird. The 2 men are known as Kevin Carpet and Giorgio the Human Carpet. Both operate in New York. I love how they say operate. They both operate out of the New York City and share the similar interests. Lying on the ground, disguise themselves as carpeting, hoping that people will step on them. But they are no way affiliated. These 2 guys You can come up with what do they say? Find something you love and figure out a way to make money doing it. Well, these two guys love being wrapped up in carpet, and then people step on them. I guess that's their thing. Film producer Brianna Perez shared Kevin and Giorgio's story on TikTok, posing on her account on January 5th, 2025, saying, "I've decided I can't let TikTok go away without making sure that you guys know about the New York City carpet guys." Or guys, actually, because there are two of them. That's what I said. And they apparently hate each other. Oh my God, there's a feud in the carpet world. Who are the carpet guys? Kevin is a self-described trust fund baby whose father was a former executive of Universal Studios. He lives off his inheritance and residuals from his childhood modeling career and carpets. All right, as Perez says. For the love of the craft, Giorgio hails from Malta, works as a massage therapist. As of 2009, commutes into the city from Fairfield, Connecticut, to quote-unquote carpet on the weekends. Perez believes Kevin and Giorgio clashed over their motivation. Kevin Carpet seems to be carpeting as a performance art without any erotic component, whereas Giorgio, the human carpet, please don't get the two confused, participates purely on erotic reasons, such as charging $200 to make a novelty appearance at fetish events. You can't, oh, here's our video. So hold on there. I'm going to get to you, darling. You can't imagine why Kevin thinks that it cheapens the art, Perez says. I could also see how Giorgio, the human carpet, may feel that Kevin, the carpet, is undercutting his prices by doing it for free. So I'm going to switch over to camera 4 here, and this is going to be Brianna Perez and her TikTok video talking about the carpet guy. So here we go.
You guys know about New York City's carpet guy, or guys, actually, because there are two of them. And apparently they hate each other. I'm fairly certain this is Kevin Carpet, while this is Giorgio, the human carpet. The reason I can tell this is Giorgio is because Giorgio, the human carpet, employs a telltale face flap, whereas Kevin Carpet does not. That's Kevin Carpet at the office. Also Kevin Carpet at the office. Oh, are you confused? I don't know why you would be. I mean, it's pretty much exactly what it looks like. These two guys like rolling themselves up in carpets and laying out places where people will step on them. They're actually kind of a New York City fixture at this point. They've been doing this for decades. They also sometimes get invited to venues or events to do their thing. Look, that's Kevin. So as for the why, well, I mean, they both have different reasons for it. And I think this is where the feud really stems from. See, Kevin Carpet does it for the love of the craft, basically. It's performance art. He says that there's no actual, like, adult aspect to it for him, if you catch my drift. He doesn't even like feet, apparently. He swears that there's nothing inappropriate about it. He's also apparently a self-described trust fund baby, so he can do this all day long, you know? Whereas Giorgio, the human carpet, actually does charge $200 to make an appearance, and for him, it is absolutely an adult thing. So you can imagine why Kevin Carpet might think that that cheapens his art. But I could also see how Giorgio, the human carpet, maybe feels that Kevin Carpet is undercutting his prices by doing it for free. Giorgio, the human carpet, is of course a working man. He works as a masseuse in Connecticut when he's not doing this. I think most of New York really just prefers not to take sides here. You know, next time you visit the city, keep an eye out for...
All right, I'll keep an eye out, or keep an eye down for Giorgio, the carpet guy, and Kevin Carpet. So if you gotten confused as much as I am, we're all in the same boat. You know, two guys wrap themselves in indoor-outdoor carpet. One guy's got a little face, a little cut out for his nose so he can breathe, and the other guy just completely burrito wraps himself and lets people walk on him. Unless the burrito wrap guy doesn't tell you he's in the carpet, you're just going to step over it, aren't you? Does he have a little sign? Careful of the carpet guy. Ooh. It sounds like a bad commercial in a third world town. All right, when we come back, this woman right here ordered eggs and could not believe that they put this in the eggs. It's kind of like the argument about pizza and the toppings that belong on pizza. And this girl went viral, of course, as we do, about her video about her eggs. And we'll dive into what that is when we come back. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. Don't forget, we'd love to hear from you. And the way you can do that and you can be part of the show is go over to prophetradio.com, PROPHET radio.com. At the top of the page says, Be Heard. click on that, leave a message. You can be anonymous if you want. We'd love to hear about any of the articles that we had during the show, any complaints, your opinions on it, or any of the past shows we had over the last 10 years or so. I think our catalog goes all the way back to 2017. But you can hear all those shows as well. And if you have a comment on those shows, by all means, just leave me a little marker. Say, hey, when you were talking about this show on whatever date it was, I'll go back and listen to it, and then I'll respond to you as well. And you can also follow us on TikTok. And our on TikTok, we're known as Be Podcast Famous because there's a whole bunch of different podcasts that we do. And you can also follow us on YouTube. Search the DeaconLive podcast channel, and you can see we're steadily growing over there. For a long time, we never put a whole lot of effort into our YouTube channel, and now with TikTok taking off and all these short-length videos and media feeds and stuff, we kind of put a little bit more effort into it, and we appreciate you guys going over there and making that part of your DeaconLive experience, and we thank you for that as well. Now, I have just got my truck back from the dealership. I had a little dent in it, and I paid for the scratch and dent repair, and they took the dent out. By God, they took it out. It was about the size of a quarter. I had a piece of rock or something that popped up and put a little dent inside of my brand new truck. So got it back today, and now I feel good about it. I'm going to wash it and wax it and give it a nice... I'm going to baby it a little bit now that I don't think it looks like a dirty whore with a dent in the side of it. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to call you a dirty whore. But I'm going to wash it and take care of it a little bit better now that it's like that. And we go to a car wash, and a lot of those car washes have, when you run your car through it, they'll have like the vacuum cleaner out there. Free vacuum cleaner. Now, this woman right here, you tell me if she's right or wrong. The sign says free. So a woman uses a vacuum cleaner at a car wash without getting her car washed. Some viewers say that's a big, big no-no. She says, if anyone asks, just say I'm washing my car afterwards. The question has sparked a real debate on the ethics of this practice. Some viewed this act as a harmless, while others believe this is a big no-no. In this TikTok video, which we will show you, of course, has gained over 154,000 views. Savannah, from Savannah Morgan V, questioned if it was illegal to use the vacuums at the car washes without getting her car washed. Is she allowed to do this? In the video, Savannah showcases how she went to her local car wash and vacuumed her car. While vacuuming out a car, she shares how she didn't pay for the car wash. She then asks the viewers if this is illegal to do. Well, it seems to be a minor little thing to do, ending up causing a big discord in the comments section. Ultimately, when it came right down to the car wash you do this at, basically, it's up to the car wash place if they want to say yes or no. While some employees don't care, others will. Providing free vacuums as car washes used to be something of an industrial standard in order to stimulate business. However, it's important to remind and to remember that not every car wash follows the same rules. So check out the signage at the car wash. If you have a car wash that states vacuums are only used for customers who got the car wash, find the next one. If you ignore the signs, you could indeed be violating the law, which would be the best to steer clear in those cases. So let's see. Where is her video? Is this her video? It looks like I found her video. So as soon as this loads up, ramps up here she is. It's probably going to be like a 5-second video. I'm going to get screwed on it. So I'm going to switch over to camera 4. You guys can go over to YouTube as well and see this in real time as we're talking about it here. So here she goes. This is Savannah Morgan V vacuuming her car. Here we go. Of course, there's a music bed over it. So she's vacuuming a car, and she's playing Paper Airplanes or whatever. And that's it. That's the video. See, I knew I'd get screwed on it. But I'd like to hear from you. The Daily Dot received a statement from Savannah Morgan over Instagram Messenger, basically saying, I don't feel that I'm doing anything wrong. She's gotten over 154,000 views with only 5,800 likes. So they don't have a down button, but she says, I never asked if this was morally right. I just was wondering if it was illegal. If you're asking if it's illegal, is it illegal to turn right on a red light that's not allowed to turn right on a red light? Yes. Is it morally? I don't know. It's a lot of questions there. But I'd love to hear from you. What do you think? Is it okay to go into a car wash place and use the vacuum cleaner even if you haven't pay for the car wash. Now, I will go out on a limb here, and may God strike me down, or you can strike me down as well. I've done it before. We've all, I say all. No, there's some straight line people out there, some straight edge people. I've done it before. Only quick, though. Because the way they have them, you can't just turn in there. It's part of the whole exit ramp of the car wash. The car wash, you come out of the car wash, you take a left or right, depending on where it is, and the booths are set up, the bays are set up as if you were going to pull straight into them. And then you have to kind of do a loop around and to get out. It's like one-way traffic. But no one pays attention to the one-way traffic. I've seen people come into the gate there and pull up real quick and vacuum something out. Like my kid just spilled Cheerios all over the back seat. Hey, I got to get these Cheerios out of the back seat. Or my wife puts on her boots and there's mud all over. I'm like, God damn it, mud all on my shoe, in my truck. I got to vacuum the mud out. I'm not washing my truck. I'm going to vacuum the thing out real quick. I think as long as you don't make a habit of it, let's do it that way. I think if you don't make a habit of it or a scene about it, that anyone's really, really going to care. Unless you've got, the car wash Nazi out there, no soup for you today. No vacuum cleaner for you today. And he comes out there and he's, monitoring the whole entire thing. They're not losing any money. But if you do it every day, that's another thing. Now, the big debate. There's a new big debate that's out right now, or will be a debate. People are going to start complaining about this, believe me. Because whatever the new tick of the day is already expired. By the end of the show, there'll be something else that they're going to be worried about and complaining about. And it's this right here. You cannot make this up, the girl says, to start off our video. A customer gets pineapple chunks in their eggs without even asking. And then tells the server, and then the server tells her this. So no more fighting over pizza. We have to band together to fight over who invented this. TikToker Spring took to the platform to share a bizarre surprise that she found in her sister's scrambled eggs. What did she find? I can't make this up. They gave my sister pineapples in her scrambled eggs, like cooked into her scrambled eggs. She then shows the eggs in question. At first glance, they look like regular scrambled eggs, but as she zooms in a little closer, her sister starts picking through the eggs and pulling out chunks of pineapple. Spring, the girl who does the video, explains that when she told the server about the mix-up, her response was, "Didn't you read the menu?" The caption of the video, Spring writes, "No more fighting over pizza. We need to band together and fight this." With over 581,000 views and hundreds of comments, this clip has sparked a lot of discord. Again, everyone's fighting on TikTok, and the viewers sharing mixed opinions, and some of them took to the restaurant side. I mean, if it's on the menu, then the chef is right, but that doesn't mean it's a good combination. I love pineapple, but whenever you eat it with eggs, that's a little weird as well. So let's see. Here she goes with her video. Let's switch over to camera 4. And let's see what she has to say about eggs in her, or pineapples. Eggs in her pineapple. Listen to that.
Pineapple in her scrambled eggs.
So there's it looks like, it's like the little chunks of pineapple in her eggs. And that's got 581,000, and she's probably making a nice dime on that. So, first of all, they didn't say where she was at. And the reason why I bring this up, what if she was in a foreign country? It didn't say she was in downtown Manhattan. She didn't say she was on the island of Oahu, where, they got so much pineapple on that island, they don't know what to do with it. So we'll just set it on fire and start over again. And maybe this is a tradition for whatever restaurant that she's at. She's definitely not at McDonald's. She's definitely not at your TGI Fridays or any of those chain restaurants or anything like that. She's definitely at a independent family-owned restaurant who believes that putting pineapple in scrambled eggs, mind you, scrambled eggs, is okay. And if it's not okay, give it a fucking try. Do you know what the number one condiment in the United States is right now? There's a joke there somewhere, but it's true. It's salsa. And you're like, well, of course, it's salsa with everything going on. And I ICE and DEI and all that other stuff. Of course it's salsa. No, it's good. Salsa is good on eggs, on, up here in North Carolina. They ask me, no matter what I get, do you want hot sauce? And I'm like, I got pancakes. That's all I got. Would you like hot sauce on that? No. Maybe later. I don't know. But it's a regional thing. Maybe the region that they're in, pineapple on scrambled eggs is a good thing. Now, she didn't say, whether she liked it or didn't like it or anything like that. Well, they always say, don't knock it until you try it. So try it. If you've tried it and you've had it, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know. Go over to profitradio.com and go to the Be Heard section and let us know. All right, guys. If you've enjoyed the show, make sure you follow us over on TikTok at Be Podcast Famous. Make sure you follow us over on YouTube. Search DeaconLive Podcast. Make sure you get yourself something free over there on the Prophet Radio website. That's PROPHET radio.com. Pick yourself something out there in the United States. If you're overseas in China or Hong Kong, sorry, I'm not shipping it out there. I'm not paying $500 for something for free. But if you're here in the United States, pick that out there. Put your physical mailing address and they'll mail it out to you. Just for saying thank you for listening to the show and supporting all the musical guests and all the podcasts that come out of the studio. All right, guys, I will let you get back to doing what you got to do. My name is the Deacon saying goodnight and goodnight.
Wait. Come back.
This is the end. The absolute end.
Écoute-moi.
Perfect. Ooh, that fucking rib. I'm going to die. I don't know what it is. Bye-bye. See you later.